Golden Bachelor Mel and Peg chooses the next Golden Bachelorette. November 15, 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bachelor Nation News. Fans of the Golden Bachelor star Mel Owens found love on the reality TV show with Peg's son, a retired firefighter from Las Vegas, Nevada. Fans of the show want to see one of his rejected contestants as the next Golden Bachelorette. Mel and Peg shared their pick for the role. Keep reading to find out why they think their choice would be perfect for the spin-off. Golden Bachelor Mel Owens reveals when he realized he loved Peg's son. Mel Owens was reserved throughout his quest to find love on the Golden Bachelor. The show's executives were reportedly concerned he wouldn't be vulnerable enough to propose to anyone at the end. They weren't entirely wrong. He didn't propose to anyone. However, he did give Peg's son a diamond ring to signify his commitment to her. The couple left the show together but not yet engaged. In a post-show interview with Glamour magazine, the former NFL player revealed when he knew Peg was the one for him. When I first met Peg, I had a crush on her. It was almost that instantaneous electricity and a connection, and then it grew over time. By time we were on the island in Antigua and then we went to the little island, I realized I'm in love with her, he confessed. Mel said that his crush on his girlfriend is still growing. Peg shares her thoughts on Cindy's shocking exit. Cindy Colors was the other finalist on the Golden Bachelor. In a shocking move, she quit the show before the fantasy suite dates. Upset over Mel's lack of commitment, he let her leave instead of trying to get her to stay. Peg, Cindy, and Mel were all in attendance for the After the Final Rose special. However, Peg told Glamour that she didn't really get a chance to speak to Cindy that night, but that doesn't mean they are feuding. Peg said that she loves Cindy and gave her credit for quitting the show. Hats off to her because she knew what she wanted. She'll find it. She really will. She will find that person that wants to be married quickly. Despite the praise, Cindy was not the couple's choice for the next Golden Bachelorette. Mel and Peg choose next Golden Bachelorette. ABC has yet to officially renew the Golden Bachelorette for a second season. Joan Vassos is still happily engaged to her fiancé and Final Rose winner, Chalk Chappell. Despite an unconfirmed season, fans are eager to see one of Mel's rejected contestants get a second chance on the spin-off. Mel and Peg agree. When asked by Glamour, they both immediately said third-place runner-up Debbie Sears. My opinion, it would be Debbie. With my experience with her, she was the most authentic, sincere, honest person. I think she can carry the show too because of her background doing the workout videos and stuff. Peg added, 100% Debbie. She embraces everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly of herself, which we all have. I love that about her. She doesn't try to hide parts of herself. Would Debbie do it? She told Parade magazine after her Golden Bachelor exit that she would definitely accept if the producers asked her. Tell us in the comments if you would watch her as the next Golden stretching over the Los Angeles skyline when the Golden Mansion awakened with a rare kind of electricity, the kind that only happens when history is about to be made. For the first time ever, Golden Bachelor winners Mel and Peg were returning not as contestants, not as hopeful lovers but as decision makers. They were here to choose the next Golden Bachelorette. And they were taking their new titles very seriously. Peg adjusted her shimmering gold blazer because of course she wore gold and winked at Mel. Ready to pick the woman who will give America heart palpitations every Monday night? Mel laughed, smoothing his tie. As long as we don't accidentally choose someone who will steal you away from me. Peg smirked. Honey, no woman on earth is that powerful. The limo doors opened, cameras flashing like fireworks. The audience waiting outside erupted, chanting, Peg Mel, Peg Mel. The couple waved like seasoned royalty. After all, they were the Golden Bachelor Nation's new king and queen. The reunion room. Inside the mansion, 20 former contestants, fan favorites, heartbreakers, and charismatic chaos makers were gathered in what producers were calling the reunion room, but which looked suspiciously like a wine cellar redesigned to resemble a spa lobby. Mel placed his hands on his hips. Okay, Peg, look at all these incredible women. How on earth do we choose just one? Peg crossed her arms theatrically. We interview them. We watch them. Or we test them under pressure like she lifted a mysterious golden remote. This button will release a surprise challenge. Mel blinked. Peg, please tell me that button doesn't drop confetti on them. No, she said proudly. It unleashes golden butterflies. Peg, relax. They're holograms. Budget friendly. The interviews begin. Linda the Firecracker Martinez. Linda entered wearing a red jumpsuit that could stop traffic. Mel leaned in. So, Linda, why should you be the next Golden Bachelorette? Linda grinned. Because I can salsa, bake a pie, and fix a car all at the same time. Peg wrote notes. That feels dangerous. I like it. Linda flipped her hair and left the room with a dramatic hip swivel. Joyce the poet Reynolds. Soft-spoken Joyce carried a notebook of handwritten love sonnets. Peg melted instantly. Oh, she's adorable. Joyce whispered. I want Wynn's my age to feel beautiful again. Mel's eyes glistened. I already love her. Peg elbowed him. Not like that. Carla, queen of chaos. Carla burst into the room laughing, tripping over a rug, catching herself, then knocking over a vase. Mel mouthed to Peg. Absolutely not. Peg whispered back. Absolutely yes. Carla brushed off her blouse. Did I break anything? My chiropractor says chaos keeps me young. The heart test. Peg dimmed the lights. It's time, she announced, holding the mysterious golden remote. For the heart test. The room filled with holographic golden butterflies swirling in soft patterns around each woman. The test was simple. Whoever reacted with the most genuine emotion would advance. Joyce touched one gently, smiling with childlike wonder. Linda wigged at them like she planned to choreograph them into a dance number. Carla screamed, "They're coming for me," and dove behind a chair. Mel whispered, "She's the most entertaining and I hate that." Peg whispered, "I know." The final challenge, the Walk of Intention. On the iconic Golden Bachelor walkway lined with candles and roses, each woman made her final presentation. Linda strutted confidently. Joyce walked gracefully, pausing to breathe in the evening air. Carla walked sideways, trying not to fall in her heels. Mel rubbed his chin. What do we do? Peg took his hand. We choose the woman who represents what this journey is truly about. Mel smiled softly. Oh. Peg nodded. And second chances and believing love is still possible. The announcement. The crowd of fans, press, producers and overly excited boom mic operators gathered as Peg and Mel stepped onto the small stage. Peg took the microphone. Tonight we're making history. Mel nodded. The Golden Bachelor brought us together and now we want someone new to find what we found. Peg squeezed his hand with love, laughter and maybe a little chaos. The crowd waited breathless. Peg continued, the next Golden Bachelorette is. Dramatic pause. Producers nearly fainted from excitement. Mel finished. The poet with the golden heart. Joyce covered her mouth as the audience exploded. Golden butterflies swept into the sky. Linda clapped gracefully. Carla cheered and tripped over the stage stairs. Joyce stepped forward trembling with joy. I get another chance at love, she whispered. Peg kissed her cheek. And you're going to shine. Mel smiled. Get ready, America, because romance is about to be rewritten. The camera zoomed in on Joyce, radiant, emotional, hopeful, and for a moment time stood still. As Mel and Peg walked off stage, hand in hand, he whispered, Did we make the right choice? Peg leaned into him. I think Joyce is going to change everything. Mel smiled, just like you changed me. Peg kissed him and the world watched as love once again. Golden dipped low across the Golden Mansion, turning the iconic property into a glowing palace of gold and amber. The fountain shimmered in front. Roses perched perfectly along the walkway. And the wind carried the faintest whisper of something magical. Tonight wasn't just a ceremony. It wasn't just a reunion. It was the birth of a new legacy. And at the center of it were Mel and Peg, the Golden Bachelor couple America couldn't get enough of. Peg tugged once more at her dazzling golden blazer, somehow brighter than the mansion lights, while Mel smoothed his tie again, as if the fabric might suddenly teach him confidence. You look handsome, Peg whispered, watching him fuss. I look nervous, Mel corrected. Peg smirked. Both can be true. The limo door swung open. Fans screamed. Phones lifted. Flashlights popped. Their love story wasn't just loved. It was worshiped. Mel, we love you, Mel, shouted another. Peg held Mel's hand like the pro she now was. Come on, darling. Destiny awaits. The glorious gathering. Inside, the mansion buzzed like a beehive that had just heard juicy gossip. 20 women, icons from past seasons, legends who made viewers cry, swoon, and sometimes scream, waited in the elegant reunion room, aka the wine cellar disguised as a lounge spa, thanks to the producers' obsession with candles and cream-colored couches. Peg clapped her hands. Ladies, welcome. They applauded, though several eyes sparkled with competitive fire. Mel added, Tonight, Peg and I will choose one of you to be the next Golden Bachelorette. A collective gasp filled the room. Linda's jaw dropped. Joyce pressed her hand to our chest. Carla knocked over a vase again. Peg winced. Carla, honey, sit. Just sit. Carla sat on a table. The interview's more chaotic, more emotional. Linda, the firecracker Martinez. Strong, stylish, fearless. Linda strutted in like she owned the mansion, wearing a red jumpsuit that shimmered with built-in sparkles. Peg raised her eyebrow. Wow, you look like a firework mid-explosion. Linda smirked. I figured if you're not visually blinding, are you even trying? Mel laughed. Tell us why you want this. Linda leaned forward. Because women our age deserve romance with rhythm, passion with spice. I want to show the world you can be 68 and still kiss like you're 28. Peg scribbled fiercely. Note she's dangerous. Joyce the poet Reynolds, soft but strong. Joyce entered quietly, holding her little notebook of handwritten poetry. Mel softened immediately. Joyce, good to see you. Joyce smiled gently. I've waited years to love again. I'm ready. Peg asked, what would being the Golden Bachelorette mean to you? Joyce replied softly. It means believing in second chances. It means letting your heart heal in front of millions. It's scary, but so is being alone. Peg blinked. Well, damn. Mel sniffed. I'm not crying. It's allergies. Joyce smiled knowingly. Sure. Carla, Queen of Chaos Mitchell. Unpredictable, unapologetic, unforgettable. Carla practically tumbled into the room. Mel groaned. Dear God, Carla dusted herself. Okay, so picture it. A season where anything can happen. Romance, drama, me falling off a yacht. Peg wheezed, laughing. Please don't fall off a yacht. Carla shrugged. No promises, Mel whispered to Peg. She will destroy the set. Peg whispered back, but ratings would skyrocket. The Heart Test Extended Chaos Edition. Peg lifted her mystical golden remote. Mel sighted it. Peg, what is that thing? Peg grinned. Joy check. She clicked the button. Suddenly, the room exploded with soft orchestral music as golden holographic butterflies filled the air. It was stunning, whimsical, and slightly confusing. The women reacted differently. Joyce teared up, touching a projection as if it were real. Linda tried to choreograph a dance with them. Carla scry, swatting the holograms like they were hornets. Carla dove behind a couch. Peg, what have you done? Peg doubled over, laughing. It's holograms. I don't trust technology. Mel leaned to Peg. I'm scared she might actually fight a butterfly. The walk of intention, extended elegance and emotion. The iconic front walkway was transformed into a golden dream of lanterns, roses, soft white lights, and a dreamy California breeze. One by one, the candidates took the symbolic walk. Linda, she strode with confidence, hips swaying with musical precision, giving a wink to the cameras like she'd already won. Peg whispered, she's powerful. Mel whispered, she's terrifying. Joyce, she walked slowly, the moment glowing on her face. She paused in the center of the walkway, breathing, feeling, healing. Peg whispered, oh Mel. Mel blinked away a tear. I know, Carla. She took one step, then another, then tripped over nothing. She caught herself, threw her arms up and shouted, stuck the landing. The producers clapped. Mel buried her face in Mel's shoulder, laughing. Mel muttered, she cannot lead a season. She will lead us into a lawsuit. Decision time. Extended debate. Peg and Mel retreated to a candle-lit lounge. Peg paced. Linda is stunning. She's fire. She's bold. Mel nodded. She'll give drama, romance, and heartburn. Peg sighed. Carla is unforgettable. Mel a danger to herself and humanity. Peg. But ratings. Mo. Peg. We cannot choose someone who needs a helmet for daily life. Peg cracked up. You're right. They grew quiet. Mel whispered. So it's Joyce. Peg nodded slowly, deeply. She has heart. She has warmth. She radiates hope, and America needs that. Mel smiled gently. She's the woman I'd want my daughters to look up to. Peg took his hand. Then let's change her life. The announcement. Bigger, brighter, more emotional. A massive crowd filled the garden set. Golden lights, confetti cannons, and butterflies. Real ones this time. Peg stepped forward. Tonight, Mel and I choose a woman who embodies what the golden journey represents. Mel added, a woman who reminds us that love doesn't end with age. It evolves. Peg squeezed Mel's hand. Your next Golden Bachelorette is. Dramatic music crescendoed. Everyone leaned in. Carla gasped loudly. Linda put on lip gloss. Mel finished the sentence. Joyce. Joyce froze. Tears filled her eyes. The audience erupted. Peg rushed over, hugging her tightly. You deserve this, Joyce whispered. I never thought I'd be chosen again for anything. Mel smiled. You're going to inspire millions. Behind them, Linda cheered gracefully. Carla jumped and knocked over a cameraman. Peg whispered to Mel, should we have picked Carla? Mel stared at the toppled cameraman. No, the golden future. As the celebration erupted into music and lights, Joyce stood at center stage, glowing in her new spotlight. Peg watched her with warmth. She's going to be a beautiful golden bachelorette. Mel slipped an arm around Peg. We made the right choice. Peg kissed him. To love, second chances and golden butterflies. Mel laughed. Never again with the butterflies. Fine, Peg replied. Next time, golden doves. Mel groaned. Peg. And the crowd roared with joy as the next chapter in Golden Bachelor history officially began.